Abby, what is the Together Place?
So the Together Place is a peer run recovery center that is located at 2 Second Street in Bangor. We are a center that has the ability to empower people living with mental illness and substance use. We offer daily recovery groups related to mental health, trauma, and substance use. We also do a lot of things with valuing unity with individuals. When I say that we have members, what I mean is members of our community. So members of our community come into our doors feeling safe, having a safe place to be themselves. And we have certified intentional peer support specialists. They run our groups. All of our groups are free, so they're free of charge. And we really try to do it in a peer setting. So the SIPs are individuals that have lived experience and have mental health challenges and or recovery. So with that being said, it's really a collaboration of learning from each other and doing the groups with each other.
That really is important, isn't it? You use the word peer a lot, and that really is important in these situations for these folks to have peers and know that they're not alone and there are other people who are there who understand what they're going through.
Yeah, I very much agree. I'm also a person in recovery. I have a dual diagnosis where I very much stand for breaking stigma on the effects of life, right? We all have our own challenges. And we're either affected by, when I mean affected by another, we have somebody in our family or a story or a journey that has mental health, or we recognize that we also might have mental health, and we might lack at that at times. So having this social integration is key. We really want our unity within our community. We work with other partner agencies to collaborate with, also being peers. We really want our ability as a whole for us to recognize that none of us are exempt from having mental health challenges or mental health wellness, and we're learning skills on how to do that. So one of the really great things and why I took this position was to work with individuals to facilitate in a different manner than a clinical setting, and those are very much needed also. But in regards to reducing anger by building, an anger meter and understanding that. So that would be like an anger management group. Right. Working on paths of recovery. So that might look like self-help directions, self-help motivation, and self-help efforts to get to where they want to go. So I'd really like to discuss one of the other big things that we do is our creative writing. It really just goes on different writing techniques. And these would be authors in our community that come in and engage with their own life, right? Their own writing skills. And that takes a lot of discipline. It also takes a lot of years. And so recognizing that we all have skills that we might not tap into and learning healthy skills, healthy, kind of like tapping into our inner self.
Right.
And so with that, we have beautiful poems that come out. We have individuals that write their stories or share something with us that we might not know on a first visual. Something like I had a gentleman that talked to me about being a ballerina years ago, and I would never have known this, right?
Right.
But getting to have that peer relationship where we just talk about each other, talk with each other, and have a dialogue is just so important right now in this time.
I've seen the posts on your Facebook page talking about the writing class, and I thought, what a great idea, because I think sometimes it's hard to vocalize what's going on in your life or what's going on in your heart, but to sit down and put it on a piece of paper could be very cathartic. And then to learn through that how to write, what a great idea.
Yeah, this has been going on for years before I came on, and this year we're really going to try to do a shift. One of the things is, you hit on it, what we might be afraid of telling somebody in person, we might have the ability to write it in a very unique way. So when I see individuals that have used their ability to write things down, it's perfect just the way it is. It's perfect to say, how they're feeling in that moment, or something that they've lived through, or a story that they imagine that would be a beautiful ending. Those are one of my favorite things here. The other thing that we have here as we do arts with Ginger. Ginger is a peer that comes in and she works here, and she has this beautiful energy on working with individuals on creating new things. We do a lot of pictures, paintings, making gnomes, making wreaths, learning how to take mold and shape it into something. And that really helps us with our minds, getting creative, and also being able to have fun when we're doing it. That really has been a really great thing to watch. They get me down there almost every other week. They get me out of the office, and we all need that.
Yeah.
That's mental health wellness, right?
Right.
That's exactly what we're promoting, is that we all, no matter where we are in our stages of life, we are all needing that wellness and the things that give us joy. And so that's really what we're trying to continue to promote and continue to collaborate to do.
One of the things I really like about the Together Place is for people, and I'm speaking specifically about people in substance use recovery, to be able to do things socially. Their norm has always been to go to parties or to go to bars or, an environment that's not healthy for them at this point. So they have the Together Place where they can go and be around other people who support what they're doing instead of trying to undermine what they're doing, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I like how you say that. But I think that there's a part of that I'll go a little deeper.
Okay.
Some of the things that I appreciate is meeting people where they're at, right? So as you mentioned, a lot of times we look at it as it's a bar or a party or somewhere that's fun. And it could have started out that way, right? We as adults still do things like that and get together or family gatherings. And
Right.
people might be, partaking in those things. And that might not be for everyone. But what happens in regards to substance use disorder, a lot of times it gets us to isolation. It gets us to not being able to be invited to the parties or not able to sit at the bar anymore. And so when our individuals that come in with bruised lives, isolation, living on the streets, being able to not feel accepted, that's really where we're trying to value that person as who they are, love them where they are, and really kind of just know them, because we're lucky to be able to know each other and have, intimate conversations that give us the ability to also then sit down and watch someone do a picture, portraits of each other. We have a gentleman that comes in and teaches us about digital art. We had a beautiful artist that came in and helped us with murals, and they did it with a peer. They had someone go out and paint with them on our walls in the community. So with substance use disorder, those individuals are our community. And so instead of being able to walk by, we walk by and say, hey, come to the Together Place. Come say hi. And some days there isn't ones that do. And other days, that one day, they do come in and they continue to stay.
Right, right. And for anyone who wants to know where the Together Place is, it's that blue building on Union Street with all the giant murals on the outside.
Yes. Well, those murals tell a story. Those murals are, one of them on the front side on Union Street is a couple of the people that are on there are Stephen King and Dorothy Dix. And so Dorothy Dix, from Dorothy Dix Hospital, we
Right.
wanted to have words inside of our people in our community that have made a difference, but also words inside where our members and our peers write down their own stories and own inspirational quotes. So that outside of the building reflects what's going on the inside of people rising up.
Wonderful. And you really keep up to date with your Facebook page for people that are interested in knowing more. There's always posts on there about different programs that you're offering, right?
Yes, we do. We offer on Facebook posts that are coming up, creative writing that is coming up, and we also really post collaboration with other agencies and other events we're doing in our community. So the Together Place is a building, but we're really going out into the world. We want to bring people in to express that we can go out together as a peer and be at like the library and other agencies and events. We're actually going to be doing a basketball tournament with another agency.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to Walk Out of Darkness coming up very soon. Also, Overdose Awareness Day, with 5 other agencies. So keep looking at our Facebook. Everything is posted there. And we also like to post about us, the ones that are in the building and the ones that are outside and our unseen members. So that's our goal.
Okay. And I know that you have Overdose Awareness Day. You have a community walk that day, right? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So we actually are going to do earlier in the day some crafts and some pictures and some artwork that people would like to bring along at the walk at 6:30. We got together with Wabanaki Health, the Barn, Wellsprings, and Health Equity Alliance. And we're all going to get together for a walk. There are other people that are doing other events, like Needle Point at 5:30, downtown also. We're going to get together after and do a walk together. Part of that walk is to honor the people that have lived through reversals, honor the people in our community that have really boots on the ground, and awareness around the fact that we've lost many people. And we really just want to continue to bring awareness that we're doing and we're fighting the good fight.
Right. And I think it also hopefully will bring awareness to the fact that the people who have lost their lives to overdose are somebody's loved ones. I think sometimes that gets lost, that there are people, they have family members, they have friends, they have peers who are grieving them. It's not just another statistic.
Yeah, absolutely, Cindy. So with that being said, I'd just like to add that, you had mentioned someone's, child. It's also the affected others, right? We're all affected by overdoses, whether they're reversals and or death. And the fact that we have a community that is still mourning the effects of that, we're continuing to see the rises in overdoses. Bangor has a very high, I think we're the second highest in the state of Maine. But we really want to also honor and respect the ones that are still here that have experienced it. Right. What it looks like, getting awareness around the after effects of being traumatized with a disease, right? It's not something that is a choice. And unfortunately, the awareness does bring that it's another statistic, right? The awareness brings that some people need to understand that we're in this together. And these are our loved ones, someone's child, someone's mother, someone's uncle, and they're beautiful souls that we've lost, and there's beautiful souls that are still here to educate and teach us and bring awareness.
That's wonderful. That's so well said, Abby. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And people can get more information on, do you have a website as well as the Facebook page?
We do have a website. Right at the moment, the best way to get all of our information is Facebook.
Okay.
We are Facebook lovers. And we post on Facebook daily, and we will continue to post. If anybody wants to get involved, they can call. But we really just want people to come to our events, come to our center, get to know us, and we can all become a Together Place member by just walking through the door. It's as simple as that.